Whatever happened to your best friend, Be Bop, Lil Be Bop?
Be Bop just got out about 2 years. He got out, and he been out now. He's doing good. He been out on the streets, living his life, doing his thing. I think he did about 24 years, right, nephew? Yeah, he did about 24 years, and he came home.
Have you
And I'm trying. Yeah, we talked on the phone. Me and Be Bop, we talked on the phone, and I told him, I said, man, I'm trying to hook up with you so we can talk to ESPN with Pete Carroll, man, so we get an interview going and get us some money, man. We trying to do our thing. I want you to come talk with me. We sit there, tell our story, how we best friends and everything, and what happened with us.
Have you came across him since that shooting?
No, we never came across each other, but we just been doing phone time. Yeah. We both laughed on it. We talked on the phone, and it was like we mature men today conversation, because when we was younger, I was like bitter, like, oh nigga, I'm gonna get you, nigga, and then now that we men, I'm like, man, that was my best friend. You feel me? We was teenagers, and being teenagers like that, I look at it like. And then, teenagers, and on top of that, I thought back one day as sitting in my cell at Pelican Bay, and I told Bird from Swan, I said, if you talk to Be Bop, man, he said, I'll be talking to him because he said he had another pen, that's what he said, we write each other, something, boomerang and kikes. But I told Bird from Swan, because I grew up with Bird too, I said, man, if you see Be Bop, I said, if you write him again, write him and tell him, man, I ain't tripping, man. We was young.
He gave you the courtesy, though. He told you don't go to that party.
That's what I'm saying. And I went anyway. And I was mature enough to think back on that. Like, he told me don't go. And then on top of that, he shot in the crowd, and the bullet hit me. So I knew my best friend would just walk up like we both right here and just fuck you too. Right. You a crab, Bill. You feel me? And shoot me back there. So it wasn't like that. He was just like trying to put in some work for his brother. And
I'm gonna switch it just a little bit because it popped in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And no one ever speaks on these guys.
Yeah,
I never met one or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Fresno, Six Deuce Diamond. What do you know about these guys?
Well, Fresno, Six Deuce Diamond, Big Flux had moved out there from Six Deuce East Coast. And when Flux was out there, Flux started stomping through there, putting it down. So they turned Six Deuce Diamond like that.
You ever came across any of these
Flux?
Guys?
Nah, I never in the pens or nothing really. And what they did when they turned Six Deuce Diamond, they started, saying they was cool with Six Deuce East Coasters, period, just Coasters, period. Because they was like, yo, G homie Flux came out there and helped us. We started Six Deuce Diamond. And they got tight with Flux like that. So we was all like cool with them and everything. So we looked at them like Flux started that out there. So them the homies, I guess. So, but I never ran into one to just be like, what's up, Lo, you cool? And he treated me like, what's up, cuz from the coast? What's up, homie? I never met one like that, but
When you was doing your thing on the east side, did you ever run across Evil and Time Bomb?
Me and Evil, we was in the pen together. So Evil came up to me, and Sinister from Swan, and Evil, all of them, they was doing their thing, worshiping the devil. And I was trying to worship the devil, all in the Crip module and shit, because I got bitter with God, but I knew God.
Wait.
Yeah.
Explain that. Mm-hmm. Worshiping the devil. What does that mean?
Well, that mean like...
What's the process in that? What are you doing?
The process and everything in that, just like they got the Holy Bible, they got devil Bibles. They got devil churches.
Who the fuck introduced you to that shit?
Well, I got a pampering from a white boy when I was in the Crip module in the county jail. I went to court, and the white boy was telling me about it and everything. And so I was like, you know, in the wheelchair, shot up. Then as soon as I started walking, got out the wheelchair. 2 years later, I get shot 7 more times. So I was just like bitter towards God, you know. But I knew God. Moms took me to church all the time. I knew Jesus Christ was my Lord and Savior. You know, died for my sin. But I got bitter. I was like, well, God letting all this happen to me. I was like, shit, fuck it, motherfucker, shoot me, and I'm in the wheelchair, and then gonna shoot me again, and I'm in the wheelchair, and shit. So I was like, I fucked up shooting everybody. I was like, I want everybody with a limp. All you motherfuckers
So
for
what
the
you
limp.
doing? You
So-
practicing this shit, writing the
so I-
stars on the ground and all that?
Yeah, so I took off. The guy told me what to do, so I wrote these people in Texas, a devil church. They sent me a devil Bible. So I started taking the Bible, reading it and shit. And I started doing this shit on the floor with the candles and shit in it. So I got this dog one time and said, get the dog feet and put it in the candle in the middle of the circle with the stars. So I shot the dog in the alley, cut his feet off with the little axe thing I had. I took it and put the shit in the circle, and the homies laughed, and they like, look at this stupid, this nigga burned out. So I'm sitting there doing all the little satanic shit, and I'm putting curses on Swans and Hoovers and Broadways, and I'm doing this curses and shit. I'm up here doing all this shit. And the homies like, we on the streets in my mother's garage in the back. I mean, her shack. She had a patio. She let me turn the patio into a shack. So I'm in there doing all this shit and 6'6" stuff and screaming out Satan names, shot light, you know, and all the devil names, you know, like my cousin Nestor and Tony, they named their dog Satan and Shot Light, which was devil names, you know. And so when I had the devil book, I seen those same names, and I was, you know, so I used to sit around and say little satanic shit while we on 69 in the apartments, gang banging and shit. I say
Homies
the
didn't run away from you?
no, a lot of homies was like, you know, I ain't fuck my cuz when the devil worshiping shit. But then I had my crew that fucked it with me that was just like, they knew me, like me, Lil Kookie, Mac 9, you know, Lil Stein and Lil Cass, you know, all of us, Duck Down, you know, Big Duck Down, and, you know, all of us, Lil Snoop.
These are your converts? You converted them?
No, all them laughed at me, but they hung with me because they like, this nigga, but here you go. So I used to do the little shit wherever we be at or say the little shit. And then when we got in the gang module, I started doing it in my cell. So when the sheriffs come by the cells, they used to be, you know, new booties, basically, just to be sheriffs and working in the county. So they'll bring like 30 of them inside the gang module and let them walk in the gang module, walk to your cell and talk to the Crips all in the cell. And they'll take them down to the blood module next. So when they come to my cell, they stop at my cell, and all the, you know, the white ladies, the black ladies, and the Asians, whoever, you know, whatever race, Mexican, they stop, and the men be like, oh, what's up, where you from? And I be in the cell like, oh, I'm from East Coast Crips. They like, what is all that on your wall? And they reading there. I'm like, yeah, I worship the devil. They like, oh, you do? And they look on the wall. I got 666, shot like Satan, and all kind of Satan names. My whole cell was rolled up like that. You know, my floor.
So look, when you come across those family swans that practice your religion, did you guys bond, or what was the?
It was like when I ran across evil, we was in the pen together. So it was more like I was more like oh shit, this evil. I heard about them. You know, they was killing like a motherfucker like me. And I'm like, damn, they put in work, got murders under their belt like a motherfucker. I got murders under my, they worship the devil. And I was like, damn, that's evil from Swan. I want to meet him. He, you know, he was like, what's up, Lil Doc? And we both shook hands, meet, and kicked it, started lifting weights together and shit. So Evil was like, he was like, Doc, let's take a picture. You hold a red rag, I hold a blue one. And then I'm gonna hold a blue one on the next picture, and you hold a red, you know. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. I don't give a fuck. So we come out on the yard and we squat down. So we hold, he got the red rag like this, and I got it. So we take a picture, boom. Then we got the blue rag on the next picture. So the whole yard was looking at us like, the fuck? You know, because, you know, Crips and Bloods like, what the fuck is Doc doing? Even touching the red rag. What? He taking a picture with the blood nigga with holding the red rag, you know? See, when you don't give a fuck, you'll do shit like that. And we didn't give a fuck. We was like, you know.
Speak about this the devil worshiping together and
Oh yeah, we
together?
talked about, man. He would start talking about that. I said, y'all was over there worshiping the devil doing y'all shit too. I was like, I had the Bible and everything, you know. I did it all. I went all out. I was doing it too. You know, I was killing cats and shit, everything, bringing them in there, worshiping over them, doing my shit, making the rituals. So, you know, Evil was like, he was like, yeah, we just worship the devil. We was just like, shit, we doing Satan work. We with Satan. Fuck that shit. We don't hear no religion. No, we with the devil.
They just the boogeyman. Huh?
Yeah, so we lifting weights, talking like this and shit. We buffing, talking like this.
What
Yeah.
pin was this?
Huh?
What pin was this?
This was at Vacaville.
What years was this?
This was about 88 or 89, I think, like that. But I turned around and my girlfriend named Irma back in the days. And me and Irma, we was in love, like, you know, we really loved each other and shit. I was her first love. She was like my first love. We was in love, and we was together like 5 years, best friends, everything, you know. So then what happened was Irma, I was in the county jail, worshiping the devil, doing all that, and Irma knew about it on the streets. So she was like, I'm gonna tell your mama. And she was like, you better stop all this. I'm gonna tell your mama. And I
had no idea.
nah. And Mom's Christian to the heart and raised me like that as a Christian. So Irma was like, that's it. I'm tired of this. You doing too much, Bill. So she went and told my mother. And then I called from county jail talking to my mother. And my mother was like, boy, they tell me you in there talking about you worshiping the devil. And I was like, nah, who said that? She was like, no, don't play with that stuff, Paul. Don't be doing that. And she was like, yeah, Irma told me you in there worshiping the devil. I said, nah, no, I'm not. I said, I ain't doing nothing like that, Mama. So my mother was real, like, you know, kind of hurt and talking to me about that. And I said, nah, I ain't. I said, trust me, Mom, for real. You know, you raised me on I know Jesus. And she said, I know you probably bitter and hurt, thinking, you know, God don't love you, but don't be doing that. Don't be trying to worship no devil, because see, God loves you. God got plans for you, you know, and all. So I was like, oh, I know, Mama, I ain't worship no devil, Mama. So I came back and got off the phone with her. I just took all that shit off my wall, my floor.
Oh, that was the phone call that made you stop.
Yeah, I got rid of the book, everything, and I told Irma, good looking out. You right. God love me. I ain't gonna go against God, because I was going against him like I'm mad at him. Fuck it, send me to hell. I don't give a fuck. I'm in hell already. Shot the fuck up, painted. I don't give a fuck. So I was like, fuck it, shit. I'm killing. I'm going to hell. He said you should die, should not kill. I done killed. I don't give a fuck. Nah, I didn't kill a few motherfuckers. So I know I'm going to hell. So I was like, ain't no sense of trying to save yourself. I done fucked up. So I didn't know the Bible that good like that. I took it like, you know, oh, I done killed people. I'm going to hell.
The Bible's full of killers.
That's what Moms was showing me. So she was showing me, and she showed me this. She said, I want you to read about Paul in the Bible. So I read about Paul, and when I finished, I would call her from jail and say, hey, Mama, I read about Paul. I said, he was killing Christians, Mom. And she was like, you see that?